Zen Pinball 2, you say? Released on PS4 recently. It's a free game to download, and it basically is pinball, but it's very flashy. Now, the way they get their money here is that you play demos of the tables, which are extremely flashy and look brilliant. And if you like the table, you then purchase it. The tables, from what I saw, vary from around about £2.49. I think some are more expensive and some are cheaper, depending on which theme you go for. There were a few superhero themes that you could try in the free one before buying this as an Avengers Assemble one. And it's basically like, you know that PC pinball game that was on everyone's PC back in the day, and your gran used to play it, and maybe your mum would play it, and you played it for maybe 10 minutes and then that was it. Tried to get a high score and then maybe that was it. Well, that's kind of what this is, but with bells and whistles on. It's very smooth, it runs very well, and the tables do look great. I mean, you can change your view a few times here. As you can see, I was trying to get a wee bit further out from the table, and the animation, lighting and music and sound are great, but they're great for a pinball game. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a pinball game, but credit where credit's due, and it's a very flashy looking pinball game. I tried all the 5 demo tables, like I say, which were mainly superhero, Avengers, Hulk, sort of based on those kinds of characters, but there are Star Wars tables, Walking Dead tables, so they've got a range of licenses, which is really good for people who are into the game. There's always going to be something new to pick up. The gameplay is fine. You use your triggers. This is on PS4 obviously, so it runs fine. Use your triggers for your left and right bumper, and you get as many points as you can. The demo tables usually put a limit on either the time that you play it for, so maybe 3-4 minutes. Oh yeah, there we are. You've reached time limit for this demo table, would you like to buy it? Some of them have high score limits, so if you reach the high score too quickly, then you're chucked off. And in one of the tables, I got the high score limit within about a minute, and that was it. I had to come out of it, and I hadn't even experienced the table. So the top 5 here you can see were the ones. This one here is War Hulk, which is, I don't know, never heard of War Hulk before, but then I'm not a massive Marvel fan. The visuals and the music are great, I'll give it that. It's definitely top notch when it comes to presentation, and who knows, you may download this and become quite addicted and want to spend a wee bit of cash on some of the tables, and they're affordable, so I don't blame you. So this is where it comes down to sort of the tricky thing. Is it worth getting, or is it worth playing? For me, no. It was no more than a fancy pinball game. And some people like pinball, more than anything else. And you don't really get the original pinball tables in any bars or restaurants or that anymore, or arcades even. Bowling alleys don't really have them anymore. So for people who are wanting to hark back to those days, it's a perfect virtual pinball table. But I was expecting very simple gameplay and pinball, and that's exactly what I got. So I suppose I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't blown away either. So download it, it's free, can't do any harm. Give it a go, and you don't need to spend anything if you don't want to. I hope that clears up some thoughts. Maybe some of you were thinking about whether to download it or not. It's probably worth it just to give it a try. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.